Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day. And if you're new to the channel, want to hit the subscribe button, that would help me out immensely. We are now back on our R32 Skyline paint series. It has been quite some time since I've honestly been at the shop. John's been busy, Mikey, their head detailer, has been super busy, and I've been incredibly busy myself, and I just haven't had any time, nor have they had time to work on the Skyline or the kit. But in this video, hopefully we can make it down to the shop. We have some free time tomorrow and we can film the rest of the process. So like I just mentioned, the Skyline is almost done being wet sanded and polished. Mikey just has a little bit more to do, so hopefully this weekend we can pick it up. As you know, in these series we have the BN Sports kit and other D-Max goodies. Even though they were authentic pieces, they are still fiberglass, so John and I had to do our best to fix all the imperfections and smooth all the bumps out. But John and I finally have the kit 100% now ready to spray. So hopefully in this video again we can film the process. All we need to do is the base coat and the clear coat, and again hopefully shooting for this weekend to pick it up. Fingers crossed. But let's start with some updates. I got almost the remaining parts I need for my turbo build. We will also be doing an Ls1 Alternator Swap on the Skyline to accommodate all the extra voltage, starting with some of our Japanese parts. Again, just want to give a huge shout out to RHD Japan for always hooking me up. We have our Tomy fuel pressure regulator type L. There's a type S, which is for like a small regulator. Then we have our type L for a larger regulator. Everyone told me just to go larger because I will need it. What took the longest time, and just want to say again, shout out to Tommy for making this especially for me. This is a fuel pressure regulator adapter that bolts specifically onto the fuel rail. As you can see there, pretty nice billet aluminum piece. Looks good too. This is what took the longest. Like I mentioned, we're doing the Ls1 Alternator Swap on the Skyline because the stock alternator is only 80 amps and the Ls1 alternators push up to 140 amps to, I've seen, 250. Still doing my research on what ampage I should run. Definitely 140, but if I can get away with 250, I will most certainly do that. So shout out PRP Racing. This is piece 1 of 3. This is just the tensioning adjustment bracket. This is more of a bling mod. It's billet aluminum, looks great. The main piece to this swap, we have the Clockwork Customs billet aluminum conversion kit. It's comes with some nuts and bolts. This bracket here to bolt onto the Ls1 alternator to accommodate the RB alternator bracket. And then we have our aftermarket pulley. Also, just went ahead and ran an OEM specific alternator belt. This was actually pretty hard to find, and I finally pulled the trigger on some mounts. Shout out to Tough Mounts. They are based out of Australia, and PRP Racing for getting these out to me. These are also constructed pretty well and they look great. So these are also polyurethane, manufactured, great quality. I cannot wait to install these because the ones on my Skyline are OEM and they are 30 years old, and these should really stiffen up the motor so we have more power to the wheels. So once we get the Skyline back from paint and we get some cool photos and I enjoy the car for a good week or two driving it, we were going to immediately hop on to the turbo build. Just filed my taxes too, so once that comes in, that'll be extra cash in my pocket. To refresh yours and my memory on the turbo build series we will be starting in the next month, we have our OEM head gasket, ARP bolt and stud kit. We have our AM AFR gauge. I need to pick up a couple more gauges, oil pressure, voltage, battery voltage, and I want to do water temp to accommodate the horsepower we'll be running on the stock RB20 trans. And clutch, we have our XZD Hyper Series racing clutch and also our alignment tool. I cannot wait for this. I was told this is probably one of the best clutches to run for the power I am trying to achieve, again, which is 280 to 300 wheel. Got our mounts, again, our alternator Ls1 conversion kit. We have our Tomei High Flow 250 fuel pump, fuel pressure gauge. Our regulator will be running our Deechworks 800cc top feed injectors. We have my favorite, the Garrett dual ball bearing turbo GT3071R, which is good for about 500 horsepower, but new technology, so I'm incredibly stoked for that. We have all of our oil and water lines and AN fittings. And my second favorite, which I cannot wait to install, is the Haltech Elite 2000 series. I just need to get in touch with Evan to see when we can, of course, schedule an appointment for tuning, because I wanted to accommodate when I install all of the parts listed on the bed. And also I just need to get custom intake piping, so I need to schedule around that. It is 8 days from the last clip. You know how it goes. Incredibly busy at work. John just called me, said the Skyline is done being wet sanded, done with the polish. The kit has been 100% sprayed, just needs to be wet sanded and polished. That will be done early next week, unfortunately, but right now I'm waiting on Ben to pick me up. We are taking the Skyline home. John sent me a bunch of pictures and I just cannot wait. The depth in the paint, the shine is blowing my mind even through pictures, and I just can't wait to pick it up. I haven't seen the Skyline in like a month now, and it's kind of, it sucks because I almost forgot that I owned it. But a quick shout out to David for trading me my amber clears for these clears here. I was looking online, I was gonna go ahead and buy a pair, but couldn't find any pair under $400. So thank you so much, David, for the hookup. Hello again, brother.
Oh, man.
Picking up the Skyline. Made it to the shop, looking at the kit. It looks amazing. Thank you again, Ben, for chauffeuring me. I'm like nervous, but maybe I'm just like relieved.
It's like coming to the hospital to pick up your baby.
Yeah, I guess.
That's how it works.
I guess that works. What's up, brother? Ready for my car, dog?
Finally.
Thank you so much. Holy crap. Hit up John for all your needs. Dude, holy shit.
Oh.
Goodness gracious, Jonathan.
That was perfect.
Dude, I know. Smells fresh off the lot.
You got the front bumper and you got your skirts.
Ooh. Damn. Beautiful.
You don't even need a wet sand, it's taken off. Yeah, right?
Oh my gosh. Wow, these came out amazing, John.
They really did. They came out really good.
Dude, especially the rear. I gotta make something to put in between here so it doesn't melt, because the Tomei sits like right there.
You could do like one of those heat shields, like what they use for the firewall.
That's what I was thinking. Holy god damn! Clean the tires for me too, thank you. Dude, the camera does not do justice at all.
Well, the back one looks sick. Oh man, I got the cannon doors.
Oh yeah? Holy shit. Are those pretty much ready?
Ready to go.
Oh my god, John!
I took the wiring off when I sprayed it.
All right.
So all you gotta do is just plug it
Plug
right
it back
back
in.
in.
Okay.
So,
I was like, oh shit, what is that? Oh my god. Oh yeah, my tail knob.
yeah, he wiped it down for you. And
Oh, sorry, Ben.
some UV protectant on the trims.
Ooh,
So,
that's why it's so shiny.
yeah.
Guys, you have no idea. This just looks amazing. Oh, I missed this, guys. Oh, these are, again, the wires for the Ganadors. Tuck them there. Just started right up. Everything is good to go. Oh yeah, I did put in the titanium steering wheel bolts. Nice and flat, looks clean. Everything's nice. Now I just want to buy some new boot covers. All right, time to go home. It's gonna take my time going home. I don't know if you heard, but Mikey also put some restore on the guard here and all of the trimming, and it looks significantly better. Before it was all like dry rotted. Well, not dry rotted, but it was like dry looking. And now it's nice, black and sleek. We are finally back home. Skyline is driving amazing. I'm still gonna go ahead and clean out the MAF again, just because it's been sitting and collecting dust, but words cannot express how immaculate the paint came out. Seriously, pictures, videos cannot do justice. You have to see it in person. So much depth, so much gloss. Ben said the car is honestly too shiny. Everything reflects off of it. Easier now getting in and out. Just another huge shout out again to John, Mikey, and the rest of the crew for getting this done for me. Paint is amazing. I can't emphasize that enough. So what I'm gonna do right now is put on the Ganadors and the rest of my interior. Skyline does need another wash, and once we get the whole kit back, I'm gonna go ahead and do a single step on the whole car and seal it, and then hit it with the thick layer of ceramic coating, because of course I want to preserve this paint to the best of my abilities. Ganadors are on. They look amazing, and both the motors work too. These are by far my favorite part on the car, and the third most expensive thing on the car as well. Just have to adjust the mirrors to my seating position. I don't know if you can see there, but I did use this insulating foam on the perimeter of the Ganador so we can protect the door here. Passenger side came out amazing too. I just put a little bit too much of that foam on the edge there. I'm gonna have to redo it. Rain guard's broken a quarter way. Sucks. Coming together slowly but surely. As of right now, I'm gonna clean the interior. There's a bunch of dust, and then throw the door cards back on. I seriously can't get enough of this front end, guys. It looks so good. All right, so we got the Ganadors on. Replace that seal. Finally got the interior panels back on without breaking any clips. Was super careful. Everything's nice and deep cleaned. Driver's side looking good. Got the interior panel back on, all nice and clean. All the wires connected, everything works. And I'm not missing any screws either. Interior is coming together quite nicely. Actually, the interior is done. We do need to upgrade that 30-year-old bulb to a nice LED though. Skyline is back in the garage. After putting the interior back together, the inside is significantly quieter. Shout out to all that Dynomat I put inside. Oh, I am so stoked to finally have the Skyline back again. Thank you so much, Mikey and John, for doing your absolute best with this project. Just currently overlooking the engine bay, making sure nothing's leaking, everything's good. Bolts that I think were loose are still tight. I am going to be upgrading these clamps here to a T-style, so they're more secure. That crash bar is awesome. I do need to get a pool noodle to mount here so we can run the BN Sports front bumper, but I'll only be running that bumper for show. And while I'm just cruising on the weekends with the Skyline, it'll just be in this pretty much form, plus the rest of the kit and the DMX front guards, which I should be getting tomorrow. So we'll slap those on next video, and then the rest of the kit will be here early, hopefully next weekend. That is all I have for you all. Unfortunately, it is time for me to rest and finally put this video out. It has been so long since this video has been going on. This consists of a couple weeks, but again, thank you everybody so much from the bottom of my heart for the continuous support for myself, the builds, and the channel. You guys are awesome. Got so much coming. Like I mentioned I don't even know where I mentioned this, but going to enjoy the car for a good month and a half, and then we'll dig in with our turbo build. As you saw at the beginning, I have pretty much everything. I just need to buy the Ls1 alternator, and I can do that swap and then buy the remaining gauges that I need. But thank you so much again for the continuous level of support. And if you're new to the channel and want to hit the subscribe button, that'd be awesome. And remember, aim high, drive low. We'll catch you next video. Take care.